Hello kids, I am Alice. Welcome to the wild and wacky world of animals with Mr. Whale.
Hey there, little explorers. I'm Mr. Whale, your fun-loving animal expert, king of jokes, and maybe a little too obsessed with snacks. But hey, did you know? The animal kingdom is full of weird and hilarious surprises. If you want to discover more crazy animal secrets, join me on this awesome adventure. Let's go!
Mr. Whale, look over there. That's a bull, right? With those giant horns. It looks like it's ready to audition for a superhero movie. The Incredible Horninator. Haha.
Ha ha ha! Yes, Alice. That magnificent creature is a bull, specifically a Spanish fighting bull. Majestic, powerful, and surprisingly full of fascinating quirks.
I mean, I've seen bulls in cartoons chasing people with red flags, but there's more to them than just being angry running machines, right?
Oh, much more. For starters, bulls are male cattle, part of the species Bos taurus, and they are symbols of strength and courage in many cultures. But behind that strong image is a lot of biology, history, and, well, unexpected drama.
Ooh, I love drama. Tell me more.
First thing to bust, bulls don't actually hate the color red.
Wait, what? Then why do matadors wave those red flags?
It's for our benefit, not the bulls. Bulls are mostly colorblind to red. What gets them charging is the movement of the cape, not the color. The red is just to hide the blood stains, which is honestly kinda dark. Ha 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 ha.
Whoa, so they're not angry at fashion, they're angry at motion. I feel seen. I also react aggressively to people who walk too fast behind me. Haha.
Bulls have a deeply rooted place in human culture. Ancient cave paintings in Lascaux, France, dating back over 17,000 years, show bulls drawn by early humans.
Whoa, bulls were influencers even before Instagram existed.
Haha, exactly. In fact, bulls have appeared in myths from many civilizations. The Minotaur from Greek mythology, half man, half bull, was said to live in a labyrinth and was so fierce that people fed him tributes.
And I thought my neighbor's dog was scary.
There's also the famous Spanish bullfighting culture, where bulls are bred for strength and aggression. They're called Toro Bravo, and they're raised on large ranches in Spain, especially in Andalusia.
And they get their own open fields and daily protein shakes?
Not quite, but they do grow up in open meadows and are selected for traits like stamina, aggression, and speed. A fully grown fighting bull can weigh between 1,100 to 1,600 pounds.
Whoa, that's like stacking a fridge on top of another fridge and giving it horns. Haha.
Speaking of horns, bulls never shed them. Unlike deer that lose and regrow antlers, bull horns are permanent. They're made of keratin, the same stuff as your fingernails.
Wow, imagine needing to trim those nails. Excuse me, sir, your horn is poking into my personal space. Haha.
Bulls also have a very strong neck and shoulder structure. Their powerful muscles are one reason they've historically been used as draft animals to plow fields.
So they're not just beefy for show, they're actually gym bros with a job.
Exactly. And here's a weird one. Bulls can display a behavior called flamen response. That's when they curl their lips and raise their heads after smelling something, usually to detect pheromones.
Wait, so that weird lip curl is their version of Tinder? Haha.
You could say that. It's part of how bulls detect if a cow is in heat. Their Jacobson's organ, located in the mouth, helps them analyze smells in more detail.
Ew, science is weird. Also cool, but mostly weird. Haha.
Bulls are also highly territorial. When you put two bulls together, things can get intense.
You mean like me when someone takes the last donut?
Exactly. They'll often engage in dominance battles, lowering their heads, pawing the ground, and sometimes locking horns until one gives up or gets pushed away.
Is that why people say he's like a bull in a china shop? Because they're clumsy?
Not necessarily clumsy, just determined. Once a bull decides on a direction, nothing gets in its way, which makes sense because their muscles are designed for short bursts of power. They can actually run up to 35 miles per hour.
Whoa, that's faster than me sprinting to the fridge at 2 a.m.
And their hooves are solid and strong, giving them stability on rough terrain. In fact, wild bulls, like those found in India, known as gaur, live in forested areas and can be incredibly elusive.
So bulls are smart, strong, and sometimes mysterious? Sounds like my dream date. Haha.
They also communicate using body language, vocalizations like snorting or bellowing, and even the position of their ears and tails.
I should try that. Next time I'm mad, I'll just flick my ears dramatically. Haha.
And finally, bulls have a deep bond with their herds. In natural settings, bulls don't just charge at everything. They often play a protective role and prefer peaceful coexistence, unless threatened.
All gentle giants with anger issues. Relatable. Haha.
So, next time you see a bull, remember, it's not just a symbol of strength. It's a living, breathing masterpiece of nature, with a long history and a surprisingly sensitive side.
I'm never looking at a bull the same way again. I used to think they were just macho muscle machines, but now I know they're ancient, fast, loyal, and basically horned legends.
Precisely, Alice. And that's the magic of learning. Every animal has a story. Even the ones who stomp their feet and snort like they own the place.
Haha, now I feel like mooing dramatically for no reason.
And that, dear friends, is the wild, strong, and surprisingly emotional world of the bull.
From ancient myths to modern memes, bulls are absolute icons. Haha.
Whether they're plowing fields, starring in legends, or just showing off those fabulous horns, bulls have definitely earned their spotlight.
I'm inspired. I think I'm going to grow horns and run at 35 miles an hour now.
Let's just stick to learning more animals before you accidentally charge into traffic.
Fair enough. Haha.
Until next time, explorers, keep your eyes wide open, your curiosity even wider, and never stop asking, wait, animals do what?
Haha. See you next time. And remember, if a bull charges you, just tell it you're not wearing red. It probably won't help, but hey, worth a shot. Bye!
See you next time. Bye-bye.